I invite you to close your eyes as I read these words from Michael Beckwith, Senior Minister of Agape in Los Angeles. You are literally the delight of God. It is because Spirit yearns to share itself with you that it has placed its essence within you. This indwelling presence is what allows you to commune with God. Don't keep spirit waiting, because doing so postpones your delight in experiencing a relationship of unimaginable beauty. With every step you take, experience the realization of your oneness with pure spirit. With every breath, realize you glow with God. Spirit's delight is in your seeking of itself within yourself. Today, be one of the greatest lovers God has ever known. Let's go within and reflect on those words as we consciously access the divine. I realize, feel, hear, and see the I am presence, and give praise to that which reveals to me my own divinity. And so it is. Namaste. good morning. Oh, how wonderful it is for me to be back here this morning among all you beautiful, shining, smiling faces of God. I'm just going to bask in this for a few moments longer. A few years ago, I was at a business summit, and one of the speakers was talking about corporate branding. Have you ever heard that word, corporate branding? Yeah. Corporate branding refers to promoting the brand name of a company rather than a specific service or product. So if you ever saw like the logo of the apple or the logo of the magic castle or even the golden arches, it would give you an idea of what to expect from their specific products or services. Simply put, your branding is your promise. And is derived from who you are, who you want to be, and how people perceive you to be. Well, that made me start thinking about our spiritual branding. Now, when I'm talking about spiritual branding, I am not talking about Unity Church. Nor am I talking about our son, who was a young boy, was over praying to God. Lord, if you can't make me a better boy, don't worry about it. I'm having a real good time like I am. No, I am talking about us. Each of us. Our individual branding. Who you are. Who you want to be. How people perceive you to be. And how you live it. You see, your brand is who you are. You are living your branding. What is your truth? What are your values? Whatever resonates within you or your perspective of the world reflects within you. You know, we talk about being the love and the peace and the joy and the harmony. But are we really? Are we really coming from that place of peace, of joy, of love, of harmony? See, that's the problem about branding. You can't sell it unless you know it. Eckhart Tolle, the author of The Power of Now and A New Earth, presents studies that every day we have up to 50,000 thoughts or self-talks. And of those, 98% of those are either negative or limiting. I want to repeat that. 98% of your thoughts are the same thoughts that you had yesterday. And 80% of those thoughts are either negative or limiting. You know, rather than looking at your accomplishment, you mentally beat yourself up if you haven't accomplished a task for the day. Or you get angry at a stranger. What an idiot driver you are. And it doesn't even have to be a stranger. It could be somebody you love. That's part of your family. I can't believe you did something so stupid. We've all said that. Yeah. And we don't stop there, do we? Here are just some of the expressions that we just casually toss out into the universe, planting seeds. He makes my skin crawl. She makes me sick to my stomach. I was so angry I couldn't see straight. He's a real headache. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. What we put out there comes back to us. For we have planted the seeds. Now, in the New Thought movement, it's referred to as the law of attraction. In the Eastern philosophy, they call it karma, which leads to kismet, your fate or your destiny. In the Judeo-Christian book, the Holy Bible, it reads, you reap what you sow. and in a societal collective consciousness with no God whatsoever, as my aunt always used to tell me. Well, you know, what goes around comes around. Oh, we all know that one, don't we? Yeah. The thing is, it doesn't make any difference how you think of it or how you phrase it. It is all referring to the same universal truth. What we put out comes back to us. So to change your life and this world, you've got to change your thoughts. There's a story of a Buddhist monk who was talking to his students. And he posed this question to them. He said, if you are walking and carrying coffee, and someone bumps into you, and you spill the coffee, why did you spill the coffee? And the students replied, well, it's because someone bumped into me. And the Buddhist master replied, no. He said, it's because you were carrying coffee. If you were carrying water, you would have spilled water. And then he continued by saying, so it is with our bodies. That if you are carrying, when life shakes you, and it does, but when life shakes you, if you are carrying bitterness, anger or frustration, then that's what's going to spill out. However, if you are carrying love, peace and compassion, then that is what is going to be spilled. Dr. Thomas Ora, a noted psychiatrist, states that there are two ways for us to learn. One is through suffering. The other is through enlightened understanding. I have been active in the ministry for many years now. And during those years, I have had people come up to me and say, Hazel, I want to be more spiritual. And I have to tell them lovingly, you can't. It's not possible. And then I explain. Because you see, whenever someone tells me that Hazel, I want to be more spiritual, I hear it the exact same way, as if that same person came up to me and said, Hazel, I want to be more of a mammal. I'd have to say the same thing back to them. You can't. It's not possible. You already are a mammal. There's nothing more for you to be. Now that doesn't mean that there are not ways for us to experience our mammalism. Is that a word? Well, it is this morning. All right. So that doesn't mean that there aren't ways for us to experience our being a mammal. And we do that through music, through art, through dance, through taking classes, even playing. But that never means that you are less than a mammal. So it is with being spiritual. You already are spiritual. You already are the complete expression of God. There is nothing more to be. God is over all and in all, omnipresent. The allness of God's attributes are within you. How can you possibly be more than God's spiritual idea? You can't. It's not possible. Now, we can of course, elevate our consciousness or deepen our understanding, and we can do that through a number of different ways. We can do that through prayer, or through meditation, or even communing with nature. But that never means that you are less than spiritual. In a client session, one of the things I do, similar to your prayer chaplains here, is not to judge, but to observe and report. Now, naturally, that can make some people rather upset on occasion. But I am actually one of those spiritual counselors that if I ask you a question and delving deeper, and you're just silent, looking at me, but your foot is tapping. I'm one of those people that would ask, if your feet could talk, what would they be saying right now? Too many people are attached to an idea. There is such poignancy to the struggle that we remain hiding behind the doors of shame or blame, resentment or bitterness. Our pain becomes encased in cement, and we become stuck. Of course, anger can always be justified. But then again, so can forgiveness. Rather than asking what can I learn from this, or why was I directed to be here at this time, we keep repeating an old idea over again, and then wonder why things haven't changed in our lives or in this world. If you ever really look at the curriculum of the class and workshop offered here at Unity, you will notice that the majority is focused on self-examination, going deeper. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion. Now, I realize that this can be challenging for many people to do. It means that you're vulnerable. That you might be perceived as being less than, either to yourself or to others. It's one of the games we play, isn't it? Yes, we're all too concerned that we want to make sure that we collect together and in control. It is all too tempting to put up a false front of invincibility, which is actually just another way of not seeing you enough, as seeing yourself as not enough. Here's the thing I want you to know. There is nothing for you to measure up to. Either to yourself or to others. Get rid of that measuring stick. Get rid of that yardstick. I can assure you, such measuring tools were created by mortal mind. And they are not held in God's mind. Deepak Chopra states, nurture the seeds of divinity within you. Nurture the seeds of divinity within you. I love that. Isn't that beautiful? How? How do you nurture those seeds of divinity within you? I'm going to give you a couple of suggestions. The first one is to take a look at your beliefs. Take a look at your beliefs. Your beliefs, which are your conclusions, or your decision that you have already made, is your law. Whatever you've decided, whatever you have concluded, will actually manifest into your experience. Your past is just a story. And once you realize that your power over you has nothing other than what you have chosen to give to it. The choice is yours. And the responsibility to choose is yours. To either create conditions for either happiness or for bitterness. It really all depends on how much you want out of the adventure. The second thing I'm going to suggest is that if you create affirmations in nurturing those seeds of divinity within you, I'm going to suggest that you look at the active verb. One of the things I've observed here at Unity is that you are each very smart. And you are extremely well read. As a result, there's a tendency to intellectualize your affirmations. Your affirmation might be, I am an expression of God's being. That is beautiful. I am an expression of God's being. But what is the active verb? Am is the active verb. I'm going to suggest that we change that active verb and let's turn up the volume a bit. Rather than I am an expression of God's being, make it I express God's being. If your affirmation is I am a reflection of God's love. Again, what is the active verb? Am is the active verb. Let's turn that up rather than I am a reflection of God's love. Make it I reflect God's love. Wow. Do you notice the difference? Can you feel that passion, that fire when you change that active verb? Pay attention to your active verb. And whenever possible, and I'm not saying it always is, but whenever possible, get rid or omit the word am. You will be amazed by the difference that it makes in your life. There is a prevailing belief that we are separate from God. In reality, there is absolutely no way to be separated from the love of Spirit. But so many times we cut ourselves off from this truth, maintaining the belief of duality and of separation. It's not what we pray to. It's what we pray from. If you are praying from a sense of doubt, if you are praying from uncertainty, then you are questioning whether all of God is with you and all of God is for you. You are denying your spiritual branding as being God's branding. I'll be candid. I know people who have more faith in Amazon delivering than they do in God delivering. I'll be candid on that. Faith. So where does faith come from? Reverend Donald Grave answers this question. Faith is what you do. You're a thinker. You have thoughts. And when you add emotion to those thoughts, you have an opinion. And when you take that opinion and you add emotion to that opinion, then you have a belief. And when you take that belief and you add emotion to that belief, then you act. That is your faith. Faith is belief plus emotion equals your act or your faith. Now, let me give you an idea. If I asked you, can you pick up a pencil? You might say, I'm strong enough to pick up a pencil. Theoretical. How do you know you can pick up a pencil? Well, I've got four fingers and a thumb. Again, theoretical. How do you know you can pick up a pencil? Because you have done it, haven't you? You know you can pick up that pencil because you have done it before. That is faith. Faith stems from the doingness of your actions. It's time to surrender your well-rehearsed stories of suffering, your complaints, your bitterness. Not to deny your pain, but not to linger. You're not indifferent, but you're not stuck in the drama either. Understanding, compassion, grief, and forgiveness are the open-hearted responses to the human life's vulnerability to change. Everyone is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. There is no human being that does not deserve your forgiveness. There is no human being that does not deserve your love. Allow genuine, unconditional love to transform you and make you a living channel of peace. And never think that you are too small to make a difference. If you ever think you're too small to make a difference, just try sleeping in a room with a mosquito. You absolutely must understand how precious and perfect you are in the eyes of your Creator. And allow this truth to finally, once and for all, melt away any shame, any sense of blame, any self-recrimination, any sort of rejection or judgment. You are goodness and mercy and compassion and understanding. You are peace and joy and light. You are forgiveness and patience, strength and courage, a helper in a time of need, a comforter in a time of sorrow, a teacher in a time of confusion. You are the deepest wisdom and the highest truth, the greatest peace and the grandest love. You are these things. And in moments of your life, you have known yourself as these things. Know yourself as these things always. Nurture those seeds of divinity within you. Because once you see the divinity within yourself, you can see it in everything else. And when you begin to experience your life as the miraculous expression of God, not just occasionally, but always, then you will know your true spiritual branding, manifesting the glory of God that is within you. Namaste.